We are going to be revealing our new tow vehicle, plus we're going to be doing a massive build series on it and turning it into our version of Australia's best of the best vehicle. And turning that vehicle... me.
Give us a little bit of excitement.
I did, didn't I? Super exciting one, guys. Today we're going to be our best version of the... Super exciting one today, guys. We're not only going to be showing you our new tow rig, but we're also going to be turning this dead stock vehicle into our version of the best touring vehicle for Australian conditions. So we're super excited. Let's get into it. Yes.
So we're just gone and picked up our brand new four-wheel drive to head around Australia in. A lot of you guys have guessed what it is, but there's heaps of people who have gotten it very wrong. This is our dream car. We never ever expected that we would have one of these cars, but here it is.
How good is this, guys? We finally got it. It's been such a long wait. We actually purchased this car when we're in New Zealand, so it's been such a long time before we can actually pick it up. I'm over the moon. Like Sarah said, this is both our dream cars. We've got one. It's insane. This is pretty much our dream, but literally we could not have done this without you guys, without your help and support. Even when you like and comment, it all goes into what's happened here. The car is very expensive. We bought it with our own money, not mummy and daddy's money. And yes, we are dead broke right now. We've spent all our bloody money on this, but we are not complaining one bit. Massive dream come true, and we can't thank you guys enough for this whole thing. So let's not flap the gums anymore. Let's show you around this beast. We'll do a full walkthrough. It's pretty much dead stock. Let's have a look and we'll show you guys exactly what car we've bought. Ugh. You can tell we're in Victoria. It is raining again, but we love Victoria, everyone knows that. So you're probably wondering what year model, how many Ks, how much. We're gonna not hold out on you there. We're gonna tell you everything. So we bought a 2016 VX Land Cruiser. This one's done just over 60,000 Ks, and I mean like just ticked over 60,000, which is sad. Every 10,000 we put on this car is gonna be a really sad day, but it's a beauty. It's never been off-road. It's still got all the Toyota factory plastics on it, so protecting the speakers and stuff in here. There's not one scratch on the whole car, and it's never been off-road. It's still black and shiny underneath, so we are loving that. Full service history, the works. We looked high and low. I'm going to turn these windscreen wipers off. We looked high and low for a cruiser that was, as everyone knows, they're very, very expensive. And you probably, the number one question we'll get in the comments is how much you paid. So if you want to know that, type in 60,000 Ks on car sale on a 2016 VX and your prices will come up. Yeah, we don't have to tell you how much we paid, but the truth is we've spent a mint on this car, more than what we wanted to spend. But everyone knows if you want to tow 3.5 ton around Australia and do it every day of the week, you're going to need something that's pretty expensive, whether that be the newest dual cab ute, a Y62 or an American truck. So when you're dealing with them options, everything is very expensive. And yeah, we didn't really want to pay this much, but we had no choice. And the reason we went a 200 series Land Cruiser over a Y62 or the likes, we'll make a video on that actually. Main reason I'll share with you guys is that this car we got for about 5 grand cheaper, too cheap. We got a pretty good deal on this car, and because it's been so well looked after, we couldn't pass it up. So that's the main reason we did that. It did come with a torque converter lockup kit, so pretty much that means the engine will lock up, drivetrain will lock up, and we'll get better fuel economy, less transmission temps, so that's good. It come with one of those. It's come with a V-spec Safari snorkel, so we're probably looking at upgrading that to an R-Max. The V-spec don't have as big a ram head and as big an intake as the R-Max. It's also come with, this is probably my favourite part about the whole buy, is it's come with a GVM upgrade. So it's got an Old Man Emu kit in it, and it's 3,650 kilo GVM upgrade. So we've gained an extra 300 kilos there, which anyone knows about cruisers, you need the GVM upgrade. So pretty well, we've got that already. I know it's not a massive one, but we're going to try to stay within weight. So we are towing a bigger van soon.
It also comes with a secondary fuel filter under bonnet. I thought I would let you guys know what it come with and what we're working with. But like I said, it's the people's car. Without you guys, this would not have happened to us. We can't thank you enough. Yeah, it's just been amazing, and all the support we've had along the way. Like, you guys are literally the coolest people to make videos for, and yeah, we love you, so thank you so much for that. But if you can't see the dash already, it is so flash in here. It's literally like sitting in a cinema. It's that comfortable, and we cannot wait to tour around in this thing. Unfortunately for poor Percy though, it has come to the end of his life. He has served us unbelievably well. Let's jump outside and talk a bit about Percy.
If you guys couldn't tell, we are absolutely thrilled with this new car, but like I said, bittersweet because we do have to get rid of poor Percy. On the channel, if you guys are new to the channel, Percy has been with us since the very start. I actually owned this vehicle before we even knew we were going to tow with it. So yeah, for us it's so sad. Like you guys have seen, it's done the whole of Australia with us. Are you a bit sad?
A little bit sad. So many like good memories of Percy, and he's honestly been so reliable. We've had hardly any issues on our whole lap of Australia. So yeah, it's scary upgrading to a new car, but we're also so excited, and to be going into our dream car, it's just unreal.
Yeah, so bittersweet, like we've said, and yeah, so Percy's actually up for sale now. We're driving him back to WA and back to WA to see the family for 2 weeks. Yeah, it's pretty freaking insane what we're about to do to this car. Alright, so we've jumped into 200. We're still not sold on a name, so in the comments below, let us know what you think we should call this 200 series Land Cruiser. Anyway, we're on our way to do our first modification, and we'll get to that in a minute, but let me tell you, this car is a massive upgrade to Percy. It's probably got twice as much engine, I reckon, under the bonnet, and it's got power. I know it's just a stock 200 series, but we're used to being in a super slow car.
The other day we took off with the van on, and Keelan's like, holy crap, this is like twice as fast as Percy with no van on.
Yes, we're going to the weighbridge, so that's where we're heading now. I've just chucked fuel in the car, and I'm gonna weigh it with me and Sarah in the car like we normally would. We've still got the 7 seats in the back. We're gonna get a stock weight. This is a stock 200 series with a Toyota genuine bull bar. Let's see what the curb weight is, see what we're dealing with, because this build series is gonna be highly about GBM and showing you guys just how quick that fills up and how important it is to sort out your suspension last after you load up your car and get all the weight on first. But Sarah's got a bit of news to break.
True Sarah and Keelan style, nothing is going to plan. So we've had a little mishap. If you can see that massive hole in the dash, we got back to our car after 2 weeks in WA, and the car was actually flat. So we jump started it. We did the right thing. We used a smart jump starter. However, it popped the head unit, and now we have no head unit. So today the head unit is going off to a technician to get checked. We're going to get an auto sparky out to have a look at the car to make sure it's not the car. But fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's not off to a good start. But yeah, we did everything right. That's what we don't understand. And yeah, we've popped the head unit already. It sucks, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's go weigh this car. I reckon it's going to be around 2.9 straight out of the box. I don't think Toyota and any car manufacturer really tell you the truth on their curb weight. So full tank of fuel, both of us in it. Let's go see what it weighs. Holy shit, it weighs 3.12 tons out of the box. That's with a bull bar though. Snorkel, pretty much nothing else, and the 7 seats in the back. So let's jump in and make our way to our first modification, which is a bull bar. Alright, so we just pulled the car into the Mornington Off-Road Animal Facility. This is actually the HQ, so super lucky to be able to even be in here. They just wheeled the new Ram out, and they're currently doing some testing on products that are going to be available for the new Raptor. So pretty exciting. The 200's in behind us. We've just taken the Toyota genuine bull bar off, and I reckon that's around 25 kilos, maybe even more. The new bar is going to be around 60 kilos and the winch is 35 kilos. So we're adding around 90 kilos of weight. Once we put lights and the accessories on, I reckon it'll be up around the 100 kilos minus the 25, 30 that's coming off. I reckon we're probably adding around 70 kilos of weight to the front of the car. So there's a few reasons why they can keep it lightweight, and this bull bar doesn't weigh as much as its competitors. The things that I'm looking for in a bull bar, and the reason we've chosen Off-Road Animal, is purely because there's three things that go into it. Obviously, first, it's got to be a bull bar. It's got to protect the front of your car. The second thing, it's got to look good. So obviously the 200 series has a nice front end. You don't want to wreck that. You want something to emphasize that. So that's another reason we've chosen it. And the third reason is practicality. So normal bull bars, like your 3-letter brands, they sort of, you sacrifice your approach angles straight off the bat. They're heavier. The reason we've gone with this one is because we're not sacrificing any of those things. We're keeping our approach angle, which would have saved us up at Cape York a few times. And it looks pretty sick. So let's have a look. I think Carl's almost got the new bull bar on. Very exciting times. Let's check it out. Alright, so we've taken the genuine Toyota one off. I reckon this is about 20 kilos, maybe even more. It seems to be made of alloy. So this is the new bar right here, it's powder coated. It's the Toro bar. We've got 3 mils thick steel all the way around the bar, and then in the middle part it goes to 4 mil, and then the winch cradle is actually 5 mil. So that's actually how they're saving weight. They're using 3 mil steel on the outer, but it's still super strong, and it looks amazing. Should transfer on the car, and it's good foundation for the build. So super stoked.
Along without hoops, it would look so good. It looks so nice.
So Sarah was saying the hoopless ones would look sick. I reckon the Off-Road Animal hoopless bar would look good as well, but these headlights are about $2.5 grand a pop. I reckon it looks amazing too. It's come together, and it's the first mod we put on the car. It looks a bit out of place at the moment, but it's all going to come together soon. It looks mint. So this is the winch we're putting in a worn 12,000 winch. So that should be enough to pull the van out if we do get bogged. That's going to be an amazing piece of kit too. We're using the best on this. We're not saving any money at all. We're spending it all at this rate, but it's going to be worth it, I reckon. Alright guys, the bar's on. We couldn't be more happy. This thing looks unbelievable. It's practical, it's strong, tough, and it looks like that, so we couldn't be happier. Thanks so much to Carl. He's done an amazing job of installing it. If you need a bar, come down and see the boys and girls at Off-Road Animal. You won't be disappointed. These things are sick. Check it out. Alright, so we got the Land Cruiser back to Gippsland because I know that triggers you guys. It's actually Gippsland, but I'm going to call it Gippsland. This is the headquarters for the build. The reason we also went with this bar, and I forgot to mention to you guys, is that the actual winch itself is fully serviceable. So
the number plate flips up, you remove 4 little grills, and this whole winch can actually be unbolted and bolted on without actually removing the bull bar. So if you did have any troubles with your winch, it's not that big of a deal. You can just pull the winch out and you can actually service your winch as well. So massive positive for this bull bar. The little holes here so you can reach in and actually pull the lever into free spool. And that's another thing to mention as well. When you buy any new winch, it's always good to put a bit of load on your winch when you get home. Just run it out, hook it onto something, and then pull it back in. So when you're rewinding the dyno rope on the winch, you're actually tensioning it. So when the first time you actually need to use your winch, it's all going to work properly, and you won't have any issues at all. So can't believe how good this bar looks. We put a bonnet protector on yesterday, so didn't film that because that's pretty boring. Today we're going to attack a few more things, putting on base racks, safari snorkels, EVC throttle controllers, draw system in the back, exhaust, bigger tyres and rims. It's just going to be massive, this build series, so a lot to look forward to. Let us know what you think we should call the Land Cruiser. I'm pretty set on Leroy, but yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think about the name in the comments below. And whoever comes up with the best name, I'll flick you a free shirt. Yeah, so that'll be next week, but you've got to be a subscriber for that one. So make sure you subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers, legends. That was scary. Probably one of the biggest parts of the build plan, rims and tyres. So, the new tyres are on, I've seen it, it looks insane.